Hello, everyone. We are going to look at the steps you take to ensure that one, you can schedule your meeting in Big Marker, and two, that you can record it. Now, at this point, you all have been in many online classes, and hopefully you've experienced the give and take, the way you can share screens, how you can present in a fashion that doesn't make the student feel like, why am I here? Why didn't they just record this? This is boring. Interactivity, constructionist, constructivist. There's a million different things and theories we can pull in to make sure that the experience for our students is worthy of their time and effort. So first, let's look at how we schedule a meeting. Again, you've used this in a previous class, but yeah, you know what? 2 seconds to go over it again never hurts. So I've already logged in. I need to host a conference. Bigmarker.com, host a conference. Give my conference a title. And for now, so I can show you, this is going to start right away. Can I make it start at 1:30? Yes. All right. It's only going to be you and one or two, at the very most, 3 fellow peers. You guys need to organize who's going to set up the room. I strongly recommend you do one room, and the 3 of you all give your lesson in that room, boom, 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 and then share that same URL. Make your lives easier rather than jumping from room to room to room. But it is your call. So here we go. All right. Don't need to worry about hosting community. I could give it a name. See, we use this in 628. I'm just going to leave it as is, blah, blah, blah. Education. There it is. Moving on. All right. This is free, obviously. But again, if you look at this, you'll see that people are using bigmarker.com to do all kinds of very interesting webinars. Some of them they ask people to pay for, some are just chip in what you can. For the purposes of our class, go ahead and leave it meeting. Just know if you were actually doing a real class, you'd want to make it a webinar. We, however, are going to leave it as a meeting. Conference room means nothing. If you want, you can give it a special name. Doesn't mean anything. Now down here, recording options. Yes, you want to make sure it is clicked to upload to YouTube, so there is a static URL that you can send to your instructor. That's what you'll be turning in to the Dropbox, that URL. So let's create the conference. Please don't share this information out there. What I strongly recommend is this is where you can send it to the fellow students who are going to be in the group. I always send a copy back to myself. Sometimes I use my Brahmin email, sometimes I use another one, doesn't matter. But just to be on the safe side, I always send myself an extra email. So I'll send it to Brahmin, blah, 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 send the invite. Invitations have been successfully sent. Or sent successfully. Now look, my conference starts right now. I'm going in. You can set it to start later. I set mine right away so I could show you. Enter conference. So far, this has all been very logical. There hasn't been anything that's made me go, be aware of this, be careful. It's pretty darn logical. So share my webcam. I strongly recommend you do. You can always shut it off when you're in the meeting. Oh, so sorry about the light. This is why you do a preview. Share my mic. For the moment, I'm going to, well, I'll go ahead and see it. La, 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 la. Okay, so it's working. And I think we're ready. So again, we've already looked at this interface. You can set up a demo meeting to go in and play if you want. What I now recognize, I'm recording myself making this whole thing, so there might be a little lag. I apologize if right now you're watching this and my voice isn't matching what you're seeing on the screen. Again, you've got the chat bar up here in the corner, the upper right-hand corner. You go from chat to this will show me the list of everyone in the room. This, the third one, add a file, is where I can upload my PowerPoint or a JPEG, right, if I have something to show, which you most likely will, but it's your call. Now, this button is crucial. Do we want to record this? Yes, we do. But note, you cannot restart recording once you have clicked end. So this is why, guys, as you move, there's 2 of you, there's 3 of you, as you move from person to person, you have 10 to 12 minutes to do your demo lesson. And please role play this as seriously as you can. Those of you who are acting as the students, truly be the students. Don't give somebody a hard time. This is an opportunity to experience, if you haven't before, what it's like to truly guide an online course. And yes, there are parallels to face-to-face teaching, but there are differences. One of the number one differences is, in an online course, please speak a little slower and enunciate more than you normally do. Why? For a couple of reasons. One is just because of lag or any interference in the sound, but 2 is it helps the individuals watching, listening, paying attention. When there is a better sync, again, it throws people, when there's a sync between the voice, the audio, and the movement of the lips. It can be incredibly distracting when the 2 don't match up. So when you speak slower and you enunciate, there is a greater chance that everything will sync up. So I'm going to start recording. Boom. And as you can see, I am now recording. So what do I, the instructor, want to see? Well, first of all, I want to see your setup. Hi, everybody. I appreciate you coming today. I'm going to be giving a demo lesson as if you were 6th graders, and this is a blended course, but every now and then we have days where I actually work live with groups of students. We call it tutoring sessions. So this is a demo of a tutoring session. It's prepping them. I'm going to be giving them an assignment. I'm going to be giving the whole of the class in a couple of days, but this group in particular really benefits from having a little extra one-on-one time. So here comes my lesson. Thank you for, okay. And then now, I give my lesson. Again, in the middle of my lesson, I maybe want to present a PowerPoint. I click Browse File. I could have this uploaded, or maybe I just want to post a picture. Again, treat this as seriously as you can. You cannot edit this. This is what it is. Unless you pull it down from YouTube, and that's an awful lot of work. You don't need to do this. You're not expected to be presenting perfection. This is experiential. This is give it a try, see what works, and then we're going to download about it a little later. All right? So I give my presentation. I'm talking about math, blah, blah, blah. Then you know what? Thank you all so much. Now, what can I do in this meeting? I can have people answer questions either verbally. I can say, please write your questions in the chat box, or I can ask questions and have them type in. I can ask yes or no and have them type in yes or no. I can play, depending on the age of my my students, I can say use emoticons. Give me a smiley face if you agree. Give me a sad face if you think this idea is confusing. Play with this. You have multiple opportunities. If you have a camera, please turn it on. It's best that you do, unless you have bandwidth issues, at which case go ahead and shut it off. And then when you're done, you're done. All of you finish. 1 recording per session. And then I'm done. Exit. That's it. Now, I will get an email telling me that my video is posted. Depending on how long the meeting was, it will take that much longer. Again, what are you turning in from this? You're turning in the URL. The URL. What will you get back from your instructor? You will get feedback on how to go, what'd you do, maybe a couple tips you could try. You get the points for giving this a try, for really, really trying as best you can. Give yourself time to prepare. PowerPoints work really well. I'm telling you, don't get graphic heavy. An image that you describe, a couple of bullet points. Don't have War and Peace on a single slide. Make this enjoyable. Make it appropriate for your audience. All right, there we go. Thank you.